And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toe the Line with me, George Glinsky, joined by Dorian Darch and Daniel Podmore. A very special conference call today. The fight isn't signed just yet, but rumors suggest that the big super fight heavyweight is happening. First of all, Dorian, I'm going to fire it over to you. You've been super vocal about this fight. What was so appealing about a fight with Daniel Podmore?
No disrespect to Daniel Podmore. He's the best heavyweight BKB got at the moment. Although Jim called me weird because I wouldn't fight some fat, useless guy from fucking Netherlands or wherever he's from. But I'm 37 years of age. I've done my time in boxing. I've beat Mason Shaw. I know everyone said that he was fucking fighting 15 weights above his division, even though he beat Dave Thomas and Parker. Nothing was mentioned about his weight then. But I beat him. All of a sudden, he's a fucking featherweight. But I want to fight the best. At the moment, Podmore's the best at heavyweight.
Same question to you, Daniel. What appeals about this fight?
I think it's the fight that everybody wants to see. Everyone thought that Mason would have done was going to do better than he did against Dorian, and I think that performance that Dorian put out against Mason, and everybody doesn't want to fight Dorian now. So, you know, I'm the guy with the holding the belt. So if it's one of these, it's the fight that makes sense. So if no one else wants to fight him, I guess I've got to step up and do it now. So.
Would you then agree with Dorian's sentiment that you are the two best guys in that division?
Without a shadow of a doubt, yeah, 100%.
Definitely. And the rumor again, I don't want to go too much into rumors, but BKB 23, 20th of November, world title on the line. As I say, this has not been signed. This is not 100% sealed, but that seems to be the way it's going. The logical progression for both men, Dorian, the world title?
Yeah, 100%. Like Podmore's done his time, won the British. The world is vacant, so I can't see why we can't fight for the world.
Definitely.
Lesser people have done it at a lower weight. So that, you know what I mean? I've got a bit. I know my background in gloved boxing is not brilliant, but I've still got more than what most BKB boys have got. And Podmore's done it in the BKB, so me and him meeting for the world title, I can't see anything wrong with that.
I mean, you fought the best of the best in gloved boxing.
Lost the game. Mind.
Well, there's a few decent wins on there, so we won't take that. But you fought the very best of the best in gloved boxing. You've come over here in Bare-Knuckle boxing, and again, you've seeked the best opposition.
Yeah.
What is that? I mean, there's so many guys in combat sports that are looking for nice warm-up fights. You just want to get deep into the top fights.
Motivation is a big thing when you're 37 years of age, you know what I mean, and you're working 7 till 5:30 every day. Now to go into the gym after and you need something to get you up for it, and Podmore, the fight with Podmore will get me up for it. No, them 2-minute rounds, they're a godsend. No, even that last minute and them 3-minute rounds is unbelievable how much difference it makes. Definitely. It's like you're doing 2 minutes and I'm 50% off, you know what I mean? So I'm a different animal in this BKB.
How do you feel that 7 2-minute rounds is going to fare for you? Obviously, you've done the 3. What do you feel the 7's going to challenge?
I don't think it'll be a challenge, to be honest. So you fight 2, you get a minute off. So I don't think I'll struggle. My training now is back on point. Even though I've only been taking over at the moment, I'm still fucking swigging on the weekends, but not too badly. I'm off. I'm now Monday to Thursday. Continentals, I call it. 4 on, 3 off, so not too bad. As soon as this fight gets, like, I haven't spoke to Jim or Joe yet about the fight, but as soon as the date gets set in, I'll knock the drink on the head and I'm going to focus on Podmore. I respected Mason. I didn't drink a month before I fought him, so Podmore 6 weeks, I reckon.
Definitely.
6 weeks dry.
And obviously you were supposed to face Wesley Stroik at BKB 22. You said there you weren't up for it. Is that the reason that the fight...
I could get it. No, like Jim called me weird over it. I was up for it, and then it got cancelled because of COVID. But then, like watching him, no disrespect to him. He's a tough guy, but I just couldn't get up for it. I know there's nothing in there. But the Podmore fight, I would be more than up for. Because he's been there, done that. He's a British champion. So I'd be more than up for fighting him.
Definitely. So, Daniel, what threats does Dorian Darch pose? You fought the best of the best in BKB. You've got a new challenger now. What really stands out as the strengths of Dorian Darch?
Well, I'd say he's a proper heavyweight. You know what I mean? He's strong. He looks strong against Mason. And I think that's why nobody wants to fight him. But Jim will tell you, I actually asked for this fight. You know what I mean? So I'm the same as Dorian now. I'm going to struggle to get motivation to fight any of the other guys because, you know, like you said, I've won the British. I've defended the British. Jim's now said that, you know, I'm looking at world. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for someone to come over, maybe possibly from like America or somewhere like that, to come and challenge for the world. But obviously with the stuff that's going on around the world and stuff, it's you know, it's a bit tough, you know, to get the people over and that. But I think Dorian is the man as well. That, you know, I think we could put on the best fight at the minute as well. So I think, yeah, it's just I'm used to doing the rounds as well. I think my last two have gone to the fourth, but you know I haven't got even out of second gear. You know what I mean? So it's, and the longer the fight goes on, the better I get. That's just fact. So I think, you know, I'm doing 15, 20 rounds of sparring, you know, when I'm inside camp and stuff like that, and I'm, you know, and I'll go for days and days and days. So I think the 7 rounds is, you know, I don't think that's going to be a problem either. So I think it's going to be a good hard fight. I think it'd be the first one to land, to be fair. So
exactly what I think. I don't think it's going 7 rounds. I hope
not. So for both of you, I'll start with you, Daniel. But you see this fight ending fairly quickly.
Well, I'm not going to make any predictions right now. But obviously, with heavyweights, it's, you know, one shot can finish it. Dorian showed a bit of durability against Mason. Mason hit him with some shots, and he walked straight through him. But that is another.
Mason's at featherweight, though, Dan. Don't forget. Just been mentioned.
No, that's what, yeah, I'm just about to reiterate that. Yeah. So Mason weren't fighting at his weight. You know, I'm a proper heavyweight. You know, and Mason's obviously not used to fighting the big boys anymore. I know I can throw like a heavyweight. You know, I'm dropping 20 stone guys on my last 2 fights. You know, I've stopped two 20 stone guys, 6'5" guys. It'd be nice to fight some on my own size. Yeah, so I know for 100% fact, I can take a shot as well. So it's gonna be made to be a good one. So, and what was that, mate? Sorry, did you say?
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
A bit shorter than me, yeah. I'd like to say I'll jab your head off, but I don't do jabbing.
Leave the jabbing to me then, kids.
So for you, Dorian, how do you see this fight playing out when you close your eyes, when you visualize this fight?
I see it, but honestly, it's just a shootout for me. I know, like George, I'm not going to brag myself up, but on the pads and everything, I'm not a bad boxer, you know what I mean? But as soon as that bell goes, I'm in a pub and it's a fucking street fight. I know BKB probably won like that, but that's what it is. So if Podmore hits me and hits me out, that's the way it's going to go. If I hit him, I hit him out.
I mean, in that Mason Shaw fight, you certainly showed that you can gunsling, you can get in the pocket, you can really bang. Yeah. And what the big takeaway from that fight was how natural it looked for you and how much you enjoyed bare-knuckle boxing.
I like fighting. It suited to me, BKB, and like I said again, I don't keep on about it, but no, them 2-minute rounds, you know the bell is coming. You know what I mean? Them, like, I don't know if Podmore's ever fought 3-minute rounds, but it's fucking daunting. You're just thinking, fucking hell, when's the end of the round gonna come? But in BKB, it's always round the corner, like.
But you really did enjoy that fight against Mason Shaw. Do you enjoy bare-knuckle boxing more than boxing, or?
Yeah, 100%. I've never been a brilliant boxer, but I'm not technically, like you said, I'm not bad. If you watch me, no, if you like done a clip of me on the pads, I'm not a bad boxer. But no, as soon as that bell rings, it's just the fucking boxing brain goes and the scrapper kicks in.
So in that sense, not having to deal with the gloves and having to deal with all the boxing, bare-knuckle boxing is more suited to your style.
100%, yeah.
100%. Awesome. So, Dan, you mentioned that Dorian Darch was the only real guy you were interested in on the current roster. You were talking about people coming over from America. There's no one else then in the BKB roster that appeals at all. There's the likes of Carl Hobley. Obviously, he's just beaten your two previous opponents, Rob Cunningham and Charlie Milner. Would you be open to a challenge there, or is it simply Dorian Darch and foreign influencers?
Obviously, Carl's done his what's needed to to be right up there. So obviously, if Dorian, with the fight weren't there with Dorian, obviously I'd have there'd be no other choice but to fight Carl. Like I said, he's done his bit. He's beat the guys that I've beat. Yeah, I think that would be make out to be a good fight as well. But like I said, I've won the British. I've defended the British. I think it's now time to move forward. One more step and challenge for the world.
Are there any names in particular? You mentioned Americans. Is there any names or faces that you would be interested in fighting?
Just big names. I say Dorian's a big name as well. Obviously, he's coming over from the pros. I know we was having a little thing over Instagram the other day about Tom Little coming over.
Yes.
I know Tom and Dorian might have a bit of unfinished business, but that's a fight I'm open to as well.
No disrespect to Tom, but he can't take a punch with a fucking glove on, let alone without no gloves on.
that's another name that I'm open to. Obviously, the Fabio Maldonado fight. That's the fight I wanted from the get go. You know, they signed him before COVID. I'm not sure if he's still available to the for a fight, but you know, any sort of big name for me is because I've like I say, I've paid my dues now. You know what I mean? I deserve like the big fights. You know what I'm saying? I've had 7 BKB now. I've had 5 with the BKB, and I've had 2 prior. So, and my last 4 have been stoppages. So, and they've been good stoppages. So, I'm just ready for some stiffer competition. I know Dorian's going to be some stiff competition. I know he's going to probably be the hardest fight I'm ever going to have up to date. So, and that's the challenge that I want. You know what I mean? I strive for them challenges. I'll ask Jim for the hardest fight. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, nobody wants to fight Dorian. Nobody wants to fight Dorian. So, I want to fight him. If he's the best, I want to fight him.
You'd agree with that sentiment then, Dorian? Yeah, exactly. I'm exactly the same as Dan. No, like fighting, I done the same when I was a pro, like 4 to 5 journeymen, beat them easily. But now then people get fed up of seeing you just beating fucking punch bags. They want to see a proper fight, you know what I mean? And I asked for a proper fight as a pro, and I ended up getting fucking panned out. So it might happen again now.
I mean, you came into this sport and you didn't put your cards on the table. You were, you know, a lot of probablys and maybes in our first interview. You came out against Mason Shaw. You not necessarily shocked, but it was an incredible performance, I think, above anyone's expectations.
Mason was going to beat me, didn't you, George?
Oh, I never said that, Dorian.
You lying bastard.
He's a liar.
Mason Shaw's not big enough to beat me. Dan might be able to. To beat me, you need to be able, over 2-minute rounds, you need to be able to put my lights out. And Dan might be able to do it. He's put the last 3 or 4 boys' lights out. So he puts my lights out. That's the way to do it.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. You know what I mean? The fight's not officially
I
set for a
I
date.
haven't even spoke to Georgia, and they reckon I'm weird. Don't speak to me anymore.
I said I spoke to Jim at BKB 21. He said the fight's mine if I want it. And I says, right, set it up then. And he's asked for when I want. I says, towards the end of the year. He says November, and I says, well, I've just been on holiday. I'd have to jump straight into camp if it was. So I've just had a holiday. So I've told him December we'll do it. So obviously I'd want a nice long camp for Dorian. I know it's going to be like I said, it's going to be as hard as fights. So I'm going to need that little extra prep time to get ready for.
So I've just heard.
That one date I can't do in December. That's all done. The first, I'm on Lapland to meet Father Christmas. So it's just the first Saturday in December. I can't do any other date. I'm there.
That's it. Whenever, mate. I'm too fussed.
So it's actually working out perfectly for both of you, because I've just heard, this is breaking news, that BKB 24 will be in January. So does that work for the two of you?
It means a dry Christmas for me. So I'd rather in December. Can't get ready from November.
Christmas. Yeah, Christmas for me is just don't mean too much to me, to be fair, because I don't really drink. And if I have to starve myself over Christmas as well, keeping my diet clean, that's what it takes as well. If I want to be that large.
George.
What's that? Sorry.
January the Wombat?
January. We haven't got an exact date. I've just received a message saying 20th of November, which is what I said originally for BKB 23, and then 24 is January. So they'll start matching for November soon. Yeah,
sound.
Perfect. So
obviously I prefer in December or November, but
January looks good for both of you, or?
I'm happy with it.
I can drink all year round, but I can stop over Christmas if it got to be.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
So finally, from the two of you, final words to one another. Just anything you want to say.
Go on, Dan. You go first, but I'm a gentleman.
Well, I reckon Darch is going to need a bit of starch because he's getting ironed the fuck out, isn't it?
Do me a favour then, but it means I'm not drinking over Christmas. Fucking bring 4 cans there, will you?
Whatever happens after, anyway. Listen, we'll have a drink together after.
Just give me a drink of dark fruits, but I'll be all right then.
100%. Like I said, it's all jokes aside. I know it's going to be a hard fight, and then may the best man win.
Exactly. But same back out there.
I'll be there to buy you a drink after, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So
sounds a pound, buddy. Nice to speak to you. I knew George Bet.
Yeah, as always, guys. A massive pleasure, and hopefully we get to see this in January, if not another time. But it's definitely on the cards, as you can see. Everyone watching this, these two men really do want this fight, and as far as I'm aware, BKB do as well. So hopefully we get to see this in the future. But for both of you, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for everyone for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and
see you in January, Bet. Bye, buddy.
See you later,
boys.
Bye, bud.